We've got Zion Williamson. He's out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Irving in at the point. Well, Grant, you were a master of meshing with your teammates. How key is being on the same page early in the year?
Oh, it's so important, especially early in the season. Teams that can come together and mesh as a core have a great advantage at the start of the season.
Pass to Tatum. Now Hill, covered by Jordan. Irving for three. Here's Williamson. It's stolen away. Here's the break. Here's Scott. That one is off. Ooh, good D by Irving. Goes up from the top of the key. That one a little long.
Boy, and when it comes to providing leadership, everyone tackles it a little bit differently. Irving isn't that Kevin Garnett type motivator. He's not going to talk all game like Chris Paul. This guy leads with his play.
Now here's Carter. 15 in his last outing. Shot clock at 5, and he gets it to go.
I tell you, it always feels great getting those first points on the board.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Tatum against Carter. The drive by Tatum. Up and over Carter. And it's Tatum missing. And what we've seen is guys want to play alongside Irving.
Yeah, people who know him best vouch for him and will even join a team partly because of him. Plus, this guy is so insanely talented. You know when he's on, he gives you the best chance to win.
Gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Irving against Jordan. The shake. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Tatum against Carter. Pass to Worthy. Jordan with it. Williamson comes with a double team. Carter, perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Carter's got his second basket on the night.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible.
Home team.
Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise! Get ready for the Dirt Squad!
Now a look at last season's most proficient free throw shooters. Number 1, Kyrie Irving.
This guy is just lights out from the line. He demonstrated that last season and really hurt teams whenever they fouled him.
Away team foul. Vince Carter. First personal foul. First team foul.
Right side Irving.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Now what's the saying? Don't box out, you'll get your feelings hurt.
Here's Scott. Jordan up top. Shot clock at 6. And he's going for the lob.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Hill the pass to Irving. Sinks it from distance.
Kyrie Irving makes things look easy from range. This guy's so efficient beyond the arc.
I'll tell you, man, Irving can do many things for your ball club. But at the top of the list, he's a tremendous shooter with great range and great confidence.
Get ready for the Death Squad.
So both teams making some changes here. .157 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Smith. The rebound by Maggette. You know, if you were to hand select a player to take the last shot for you, no one would bat an eye if you chose Kyrie Irving.
Ever since his shot over Steph Curry in 2016, Irving's been a legend. And some of it's his mental approach. People say he marches to the beat of a different drum. That may help him in those big moments.
Here's Wallace. Here's Doherty.
At the line for the away team, Brad Doherty, taking 2 shots.
First one falls. Both good from the line that time.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Redick against Smith. A minute 9 left in the first. And it's J.J. Redick with the 3.
The form, the mechanics, everything about Redick's jump shot is poetry in motion.
Now Davis. 9 points for him in his last game. There's a screen. To the paint. Here's Doherty. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Redick against Smith. Over to the left wing. Here's Maggette. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Davis to the inside. And that one's good. Doherty, 6 points for him.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
And there's the screen. Drops in the 3.
The threat of a shot by Redick draws so much gravity. It can really mesmerize the defense.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, Still a close game. Up 3. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break.
Get ready for the Death Squad!
And he's one of the game's best closers. But to hear Kyrie Irving tell it, he's got to start too.
Coach just wants me to be aggressive, to set the tone early in the game. And, that kind of sets up all my teammates and sets the standard for the rest of the game and how I want the game to go.
Grant, when he gets a lather going, Irving can seem like he's got the cheat code.
Yeah, and if I'm the coach, he's got the green light from start to finish. When he gets rolling, it can rub off on everyone else.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along? Well, if the defense gives them that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Yes, it's good. Well, Grant, some first-time head coaches coming in this season. Can that be tricky, making that transition one seat over to the head job?
Well, they have a lot of basketball experience amongst them. A different role, though, brings different responsibilities, so it will be an adjustment, but I think they'll do fine.
Now here's Barrett. The shot's good. Barrett's gotten his first basket of the night.
Good concentration from the man out of Toronto, Ontario, R.J. Barrett. Go ahead with the contact finish.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Here's Irving. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. The offensive rebound. Tatum. They shoot again. And the layup is up and in. Tatum's gotten his first points in this one.
That's a case where the reach of Jason Tatum comes into play. Understanding, let me go hit the offensive glass, and you get rewarded for it.
Here's Scott. He's guarded by Irving. Shot's good by Scott. Gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter.
Boy, we have seen Jason Tatum improve each and every year. Not just his productivity, guys. He's so skilled. But it's the leadership. It's the maturity for his age that's really striking.
Now here's Tatum. They get the rebound. Tries again. That one's off. He's 1 for 6.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Pass to Stackhouse. Here's Scott. Inside. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Fans, the loudest section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest. Get ready for the Death Squad.
All right, let's look back on last season for a moment. Here were your scoring leaders. Third is Kyrie Irving. Jason Tatum, fourth.
2 premier scoring options that defenses really have to scramble to account for.
Hill finds Irving. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Stripped it away.
2 minutes remaining.
And here's Jones.
2 minutes.
There's a screen. Pass to Jordan. Shoots over Hill. Jordan with the bucket.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Irving, the pass to Ingram. Outside, Hill. Back to Ingram. Outside Irving, beyond the arc, sends it home from three-point land. Irving's got 6.
Well, Kyrie Irving has played with LeBron and Kevin Durant. You learn how to operate without the basketball.
Hill against Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Redick, he's checked in for Irving.
Michael Jordan, 1 shot.
Shooting 1.
Gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Right wing. Hill against Jordan. Williamson with a screen on Smith. And here's Redick for 3. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And there's Smith. That one's good. On the assist by Jordan.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Outside, Hill. Pass to Williamson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the pick. And here's Ingram outside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Jordan. From 20 feet. It's good.
Michael Jordan.
Jordan's gotten his 3rd basket of the night. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half.
Your home
They're
team.
up by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Greetings, everybody. We love exciting. And this game is delivered as we've seen 2 top players battling mano a mano. And to see these 2 shouldering the burden, carrying their teams, almost makes your back sore, huh, Shaq?
No, stop it. Might have to get him some of that icy hot. Man up.
You might just, couldn't hurt. Now let's talk about this matchup. So far, a good start for the visiting team.
It's been an aggressive approach for them at the offensive end, getting the ball inside and getting as many points as possible close to the rim. So far, so good. They have a nice edge in the points in the paint.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the 3rd quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Shooting 76%. You don't see this often.
It's been fun watching Brandon Ingram's scoring stats climb. He's a guy who can really fill it up, whether he's inside or outside of the arc.
Jason Tatum out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Hill in at the 2. Shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Pass to Irving. With the drive. Can't connect from short range. You know, Grant, what's really impressive about Ingram's scoring is what he can do on those nights when he just goes off.
Yeah, we've seen some explosive stuff from him on the offensive end from time to time. Now, when he's dialed in, he can absolutely torch you. You just wish he could perform at that level every night.
Zion Williamson out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Hill in at shooting guard. Irving for three. Tries to keep it alive.
Out of bounds. The ball goes to the away team.
Irving's gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts from the floor. We've got Jason Tatum. He's out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Hill in at the 2. Down low. Here's Jordan. Yep, that one's good.
Michael Jordan.
Jordan's got 9.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Shot's good by Hill.
I'm surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
They've got Kyrie Irving. Zion Williamson out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Hill in at the 2-guard position. Pass to Carter. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. 9 points in the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Hill finds Williamson. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Last season, Draymond Green called out what he saw as a double standard. When players ask for trades, they're vilified. But teams can announce they're planning to trade a player and sit him on the bench in the meantime, and then it's taken in stride. Guys, he feels like it's disrespectful.
Well, that's something to consider, Allie. Thanks. Good stuff.
It's T-shirt bonanza. Make some noise. Get ready for the Death Squad.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Irving. To the middle. Here's Boozer. Oh, a rib-rattling two-handed jam.
Kyrie Irving understands how to find an open teammate. Puts it exactly where it needs to be.
Here's Scott. He's guarded by Irving. And the shot's good.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead. And that means his teammates are delivering.
They set the screen. Irving with it. And Davis picks him up defensively. And Irving gets it to go.
But just a spectacular display of ball handling from Kyrie, opening up the look there. Many believe he might have the best handle in the game.
Now here's Jones. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it's Cunningham missing. Shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. To the inside. The 11-footer. No good, a bit long that time. Gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Pass to Scott. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Inside. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. He has 6.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely 0 chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him. This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Here's Scott. He's guarded by Irving. Scott can't get it to go. Gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Maggette. The 3 is up. Knocks down the triple.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Davis. Tight defense on him. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Up by 11. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Come on, fans.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. We've got Brandon Ingram. He's out there with Jason Tatum, and it's Hill in at the 2. Carter against Tatum. They set the pick. Up and over Carter. A nice shot by Tatum.
Well, Tatum is a 3-level scorer, able to get to that jumper when it's available, this time working the interior.
Pass to Stackhouse. Here's Jordan. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Ever since the back half of last year, Tatum's been on fire. Now, the game has slowed down for him, so he could play faster, but now he's become nearly unstoppable.
And he drops a first. And, you know, in the under-25 club, Grant, some observers say they take Tatum over Doncic and others.
Well, Tatum's a big guy who's only getting bigger. His defense is almost on par now with his offense, and he has a possible MVP in his future.
Zion Williamson is checked in for Ingram. And so Tatum nails both of them.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Pass to Stackhouse. Jordan against Barrett. To the paint. Here's Stackhouse. And he dunks it down.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Outside, Hill. Outside, Barrett. Puts up a 3. The shot won't fall. Shooting 76%. You don't see this often. Pass to Carter. Here's Stackhouse. Jordan up top. Check by Hill. Fades back. Jordan misses. Shooting around 44%. Not bad. Goes up on the wing. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Pass to Stackhouse. Jordan with it. Just 5 to shoot. And the ball goes out of play following the shot. Irving's checked in for Barrett.
Coming off the floor for your home team, Kyrie Irving.
Gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Now here's Tatum. There's a screen. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Well, you see Jason Tatum rise above the defense and lead, no doubt.
Carter on the wing. touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. The three is up. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his fifth shot in as many attempts.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
And he lobs it up top. Worthy can't hit. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Tatum. Oh, nice D from Carter. Got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Down low. And stolen by Williamson. Here's Hill. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And the jumper is on the mark. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Here's Tatum. They get it back. Gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Pass to Stackhouse. Jordan with a screen on Irving. To the paint. The jump hook. Tipped back in for 2.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Right side, Irving. Baseline jumper right on the money.
Well, smart play by Kyrie Irving. Just gets on the board in the mid-range.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hill against Jordan. With the putback, it's good on the putback.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
The kick to Tatum. Pass to Brand. Now here's Hill. 5 to shoot. Pulls it from 20. It doesn't go for him. Here's Carter. And so the road team gets the W in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We leave you now with our New Balance Player of the Game.